Around the international news, the President Emmanuel Macron Paris has the absolute majority in Anabtidi.
And we started with this edition by the inauguration of the cross-border project for the supply of portable water in Alisabeh, where the President of the Republic has chaired the opening ceremony of this great project for the supply of drinking water between Djibouti and Ethiopia, realizing with the support of the Chinese cooperation and a partnership with Ethiopia. The Republic will come out from the shortage of water, in particular the city of Alisabeh, which will have easy access to the water. The project sees the day thanks to the commitment of the President of the Republic, Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, with the support of the former Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Mel Zenawi, and always accompanied by the current Prime Minister, Haile Mariam Desalegn, with the financial support to the Chinese government. Upon his arrival to Alisabeh, the President of the Republic has been hosted by the Prime Minister, the member of the government, as well as the inhabitant of the region. The work of the water between Djibouti and Ethiopia have lasted 2 years. It is a Chinese company that has executed necessary work. 28 drilling have been dug in Ethiopia, Adale and Balan. Specifically, more than 358 kilometers of pipe have been in earth to ensure the delivery to the water up to Djibouti. The hydraulic work is carried out by the two stations to prepare the turn back the water and along the entire length and the water supply. Reservoir storage capacity of 2,000 to 20,000 millimeters square have been installed. The total cost of this project is estimated at 300 million francs by China. Thanks to this project, the Republic of Djibouti could provide 100,000 millimeters square quality water. The population has expressed its choice this morning during the inauguration of the project, which allowed them to definitely remove water shortage. In addition to Alisabeh, water will be routed to Dikil, Arta, finally the capital. Currently, the owner has little more than 43 of water. Now 100,000 meters square of water will be available thanks to the supply of the drinking water between Djibouti and Ethiopia, inaugurated this morning by the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh. At the end of the ceremony, the President of the Republic has unveiled the commemorative plaque in the presence of the Prime Minister and the member of the government.
دقمدن على زبي كفوري هذه كلا وحن لها إلا أي ساعة هذا قال بيها كيمي دقمدن تاني على سبيح دبتي ما توقف درار غرمون سنين أوتاوان وذو أغنهاي هذه كلا وحن لها درار غرمون سنين أوتاوان وذو أغنهاي وهاول لمبايو لمبال كينتاوز أفريقيا سيدا ودنتاي سيدان ويردا فيلاين دمان لو دبقلان دادي كلا وحن لها دسيا بهد الكودن كاغي بوحيسيا أينان كوغو دارنون دينعيدا كاجوغلو كادبن ورابها دوسيدا هاتي هدعين هندليين هل يجيرنو هاو دكذا سرنو وجو
الشعب كل الشعب يجدد القسم يقول بالمفتوح نعم 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 الشعب كل الشعب يجدد القسم يقول بالمفتوح لك يسمع النعم لباله النهضة نجدد القسم لباله النهضة نجدد القسم نعم 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 لك يسمع النعم جدد القسم نعم 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 لك يسمع النعم نعم 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 لك يا رئيسنا نعم
In a word pronounced for this opportunity, the Prefect of Ali Sabih, Mohammed Waburi Asoui, has put the focus on the realization of this project of drinking water between our country and Ethiopia. He said this will be the end of the problem of water shortage.
For the Ambassador of China in Djibouti, the implementation of this project for the supply drinking water between Djibouti and Ethiopia is the fruit of willingness of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, and the Chinese government. This project gives us hope to all Djiboutians to end the problem of the water with available in each day.
And as for the Ethiopian ambassador in Djibouti, has in its intervention congratulated the people and the government of Djibouti for the success of this vital project. Let's listen to him.
It gives me great pleasure and honor to be among you at this momentous time where we are inaugurating the portable water project. Therefore, on behalf of the people and government of Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia and on my own behalf, I would like to congratulate the people and the government of Djibouti upon the successful completion of this very vital project. Your Excellency, Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, President of the Republic of Djibouti, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the Adigala water project is not merely a portable water project only, but it is a symbol that clearly shows the depth and breadth of the strong diplomatic relationship which dates back more than a century and based on mutual cooperation and sympathy between our two sisterly countries. This year marked a very important milestone in our two sisterly countries' diplomatic relations and partnership. The new standard gauge, fully electrified railway, which is the first of its kind in Africa, has been inaugurated and now it is under the process of the test run and is expected fully operational in the very near future. The state-of-art Dorale multipurpose port was successfully completed and inaugurated a month ago. Last week, the Tajura port was also inaugurated. The completion of this mega infrastructure project shall have a significant impact in expediting the economic integration of our two sisterly countries. The economic integration process, which is in the vision of our leaders, His Excellency Haile Mariam Desalegn and His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, President of the Republic of Djibouti, is well and underway. The dream shall come true through the relentless guidelines and leadership of our leaders. The mutual cooperation and the brotherly relations of our sisterly nations shall continue in the years ahead. The unaffected support each country is showing for the benefit of our two countries' peoples is forging the long-standing relationship and solidarity, as we all used to say that we are surfing in the same boat, not to sing but to swim. Finally, I would like to seize this opportunity once again to congratulate the people and the government of the Republic of Djibouti for successful completion and inauguration of the Adigala project. The future is bright for us and we shall strive together. Long live Ethiopia and Djibouti. I thank you.
The Minister of Agriculture said he is happy to contribute to finalization of this grand project of drinking water transfer between Djibouti and Ethiopia. This project will impact positively in the region of Ali Sabih and other regions and the capital with the availability of 100,000 meters square of water. The merit of this project comes back to a single person. It is the President of the Republic, which has engaged a partnership with Ethiopia and China to carry out this project, has indicated the Minister.
And for the occasion, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, has held a speech in which he wished the blessed end of Ramadan. Here is the speech of the President.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
The President of the Republic has in his speech reached a good end of the blessed months of Ramadan. I particularly welcome the inhabitant of Ali Sabih. He said, I'm here for a program that we have already implemented here together 2 years ago, and that is what we are inaugurating here today. This is a program for the supply of drinking water, as recalled by the Minister of Agriculture in a volume of approximately 100,000 cubic meters. If I go back to the history, Ali Sabih has always had problems of material supply of drinking water. This being to the nature of the rock and the red earth preventing the water to be consumable. Even if this water was not good for the health the people consumed despite the diarrhea that this water could bring about. The company which built the railway renting a water tank for the workers only since the border post of the valley. To the time Ali Sabih did not exist as district, there was the district of the Hill who managed this part of the country. It must be said that the people of this region are relentless to their source called Ijano. As soon as we get the independence, the priority was how to find water for Ali Sabih. I recall of the wells of Aramadawe under the impetus of President the late Hassan Gulaid, with all his government who have therefore found here. Unfortunately, the digging of the wells Aramadawe has not been a success, was the water that was drawn generated coloration. This was not of drinking water and not clear. Shortly after, it was the turn of horizon of different communities such as Dudu Balala, Mulud and Dadi has grabbed from any of these localities to route this water up to Ali Sabih passing by Ambokta. This has generated a lot of expenditure but has helped to relieve the population of the thirst. And here was for the history of water briefly recount. And if I come back to the theory that comes back to me as a chief of a state, it was an emergency for me to find a quick solution, and it was a heavy and tough responsibility.
beer bay xigta laba haddaan dhanka uga wada canana warshadayn baan doonaynaa.
It is the second part of his speech that the head of the state has much insisted the importance of the water. Listen to our president, please.
Waxa loo baahan yahay in aan biyihii 2 sanadood oo diraasad ah 2 sanadood oo
The head of the state in his second speech did not fail to mention that after the population having trusted to the Supreme Magistrature, he said, I for my part opted in the first time to the construction of a unit of the refinement of the water to make it potable. This is what has therefore gives birth to the project of the factory of water El Llano. Unfortunately, with the increase in the population and especially at estimal period, this process of refinement, already too expensive, is proving once more inadequate to respond to the need of the population. From this finding, the deceased Ethiopian Prime Minister Meles Zenawi and myself, after examination of the situation of the water of the country, we have decided to think about a cross-border project, water since the Valu Kulan up to our capital in passing by Ali Sabih, Dikhil and Arta. You, the inhabitant of Ali Sabih, who have experienced this last time, the usual shortage of water in a period of great heat, were the first to take advantage of these wells of water of good quality, which put an end to your concerns now belong to happening. And this project is today a reality. Funding of the order of $339 million has been necessary for its achievement, and it was the price to pay for out once and for all of the problematic of water. This project derives its importance to the extent of our need for clean drinking water for the population to answer our inspiration to create an industrial fabric, but also to launch major shipyard and port and airport which cannot see the light of day without the availability of water in large quantity. On this, I wish you good feast, the Eid al-Fitr and the 40th anniversary of our independence.
Eid wanaagsan, Eid al-Fitriga iyo Eid istiqlaalka labadaba. Wassalamu alaykum wa rahmatullah.
And moving on to our rest of the news, the annexion of the RPP of the Khil has yesterday evening, with the arrival of the delegation of the executive committee, distributed new clothes to orphans at the region and the children of the Khil. The delegation of the RPP have met with the prefect Mohammed Sheiko first and directed him toward the seat of the annex for holding a meeting expanded with the members of the committee of the annex. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, the Minister of Housing, Musa Ahmed, have directed the delegation and which distributes clothing for the orphans who are going to celebrate with dignity at the Eid al-Fitr and at the end of the Ramadan like other children.
As each year, the annex of the RPP has conducted yesterday to a general distribution of clothes and new clothes for orphans in the city of Obok. It as well as yesterday in the annex of the RPP, the 30 orphans of the region have been able to benefit from this donation, which has enabled them to clothe and celebrate properly the Eid. The event saw the day in the presence of the Secretary of the State for Youth and Sport, the President of the Annex to RPP of Obok, Mr. Ayak, Mr. Sheikho Toure, member of the Executive Committee to the RPP, of the Advisor to the Presidency to the Question of the Youth.
The caravan of the independence accelerates and puts the momentum at its own pace. In a week of the National Day, everything is meticulously counted and planned. The race against the clock is therefore well and truly launched for the caravan. After conquering the capital by animating the large arteries in popular neighborhoods, the caravan turned yesterday to the district in making the gap on the historic city and first capital of the country, the city of Obok. As well, yesterday evening, the city of Hayu glistened, panted in front of the building of the community center. The caravan has put the atmosphere throughout the evening also by taking advantage of the exchanges with the community of Obok. The choice of this force exists does not remain harmless, since Hayu wants a vital place in the history of our young republic. The aim of the caravan is to awaken the conscience in informing and raising the awareness of the population on the patriotic values and historical fight to obtaining the independence. The organizers, however, in each place of passage, a musical evening and entertaining retracing the history of the country. The evening began on the attunement of the national anthem in bilingual Afar and Somali and the reading of the Holy Quran. And on this program has been launched before a crowded polling. The facilitators made of the atmosphere and the pace by repeating a few favorite songs of the Djiboutians.
And now, let us move on to international news. The Republic in Motion party launched less than a year ago. Emmanuel Macron obtained on Sunday evening absolute majority in the National Assembly. Here was to remember about this election night. The French have lighted the ballot box on Sunday, June 18, for the second round of legislative election, marked by historical higher abstention that reached nearly 57%. According to the KSU definitive result, it is 12 to 13 points more than the second round of the year 2012 legislative election, where it has been historical high at 40.46%. Emmanuel Macron won Sunday one of the largest parliamentary majorities of the Fifth Republic. This majority, however, is less overwhelming than announced by some survey, according to the final result. Although the 11th seats for the French abroad are not yet officially attributed, the Republic running and his ally of Modern is fetching 351 seats, very widely beyond the absolute majority of 289 seats, but significantly under the bar of 4,000 that resonated the first turn. The Modern of François Bayrou will take over 40 of these seats and should therefore an independent group. That's all for this evening news. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a wonderful evening.